A special shout out to my beautiful people who love to leave comments. If you want to be featured in my next video, leave a comment down below. Hey my beautiful people, so I want to tell you before we get into this vlog why there was no vlog last week. So basically Monday, I woke up early. I woke up before my little cousin. I took that opportunity to sit on the couch and pray and read my Bible and meditate and kind of get my mind together for the week, because I had really bad anxiety that like past week. I don't know what was going on. Like I was super stressed out. And I was like trying to get myself together, and I took, and after I did that, I felt like I had a bunch of energy. I cooked us breakfast. And I started to take Instagram pictures of my summer reading list, which is on my Instagram if y'all want to see. And in the midst of like uploading the pictures to my computer and like moving them to my phone and all that stuff, my little cousin calls me. And I was like, oh, he probably just needs me to go run him somewhere to do some errands. And I was like, I'll go in a little while because I really need to quickly wash these dishes and start dinner. And something in me was like, answer the phone, like it might be an emergency. And I was like, no, because I think that like every time I'm like, oh, it like I answer my phone because I never want it to be an emergency and I didn't pick up the phone, right? And I was like, no, I always think that, and it's never an emergency. If it's important, he'll call me back or he'll text me, like if it's like needs to happen right then. Well, he didn't call me back, so I'm like, he probably just needed me to take him somewhere. I'll call him later, because I was gonna go take him to do whatever he needs to do, but I need to get some stuff done first. Well, in the middle, like I had, in this time frame of him calling me, I had moved my pictures over. I had edited the pictures. I was getting on my computer to get on Grammarly to type out my caption. And that's when my mom called me. Right before, like I think I had typed the first 3 words. And my mom called me, and my mom is out of town, and it was during the day, so I knew like something. That's when my mind was like, something's wrong, because my mom is calling me. First of all, she's out of town for work, and it's during the day. Like normally she calls us, but it's either early in the morning or it's in the evening times after she gets off or before she goes to work. And for her to call me in the middle of the day, I knew then something was wrong. Like, I don't remember word for word, but I remember it being like, hey, they rushed your grandma into the hospital. Lil Rod said that she was throwing up and she wasn't responding. And that's when I was like, what? Like, okay. Instantly, I tried, like, I wasn't panicking because I'm like, first of all, I try not to panic around my little cousin because I don't want her to, like, that whole, you know, sometimes when people freak out around you, you're gonna do one or two things. You're either gonna freak out too, or you're gonna be calm so that you can try to calm them down, right? I try not to freak out around her because I don't want her to have that reaction that when things go wrong, you instantly lose your mind and you start to freak out, because that doesn't help the situation. So on the phone with my mom is out of town. They have rushed her mother, who is my grandmother, to the emergency room. So I'm trying to stay calm because I'm on the phone with my mom. I don't need her to freak out, right? So I'm like, okay, well, the thing about it is my grandmother watches my little cousins, and because they have rushed her to the emergency room, my little cousin who called me got left there. He's an adult, but he's like my little cousin. He's like, I want to say he's 19 or 20. He might be 20 now. He just had a birthday. I can't remember. I stopped counting now. After everybody turned 18, I kind of just stopped counting how old y'all are. I'm sorry. I can't even remember my age, okay? So he basically was calling me because they had done that, but there were people with my grandmother, and my great grandmother was with my grandmother, my uncle and her husband, my grandmother's husband, was with her. And he was like, I'm trying to work with these kids, but I can't, like, they're crying, I can't get them to stop crying, can you come help me? So I went there because I'm like, I'm confused, because when my mom said the words, like, they rushed your grandma to the hospital, I'm like, oh, so I need to go to the hospital. No, I need you to go to your grandma's house and get the kids. And I was like, okay. So I went to my grandmother's house and said with my kids, said with her kids, in the process of getting ready to leave here to go to my grandma's house, my sister calls me and she was like, did Lil Rock call you? I was like, yeah, we're getting ready now to go. And she's like, yeah, I already left work. I'm finna go out there and see what's going on, because she knew my great grandmother was out there and my uncle was out there, and we're like, oh, they're both probably panicking. Like, we know our family members. We're like, they're probably panicking. So my sister's going out there because my sister's really good with stuff like this. I can be good, but I don't really like to. I don't like doing stuff like that. But she went out there and I went to my grandmother's house where the kids were to watch them until their parents got off, because some people's parents just couldn't come get them at that time. And with them rushing my grandma to the hospital, like, my little cousin was trying to call the parents that he had numbers for, but he didn't know where everybody's number was. So some of the kids' parents didn't really know until later on what was going on. You know, and when you're in an emergency room, they're running tests. They don't really know what's wrong with you yet. They kept her overnight to come to find out she had taken, like, she had gotten sick. I remember she had gotten sick like a month or so ago, and they gave her antibiotics, and basically whatever the virus was, it didn't kill it all the way or whatever. I'm making up some stuff, right? Because basically the doctor was like, the antibiotics you had last time, this is one of the side effects, and basically she ended up with another infection. I'm like, how did you take antibiotics for infection and end up with another infection like a month later? Literally, that's the doctor said. Now this is the part I got, because this is the part I was listening to, was we found out what they gave you, and this is a side effects of those antibiotics. And I was like, wow, you learn something every day. So this is my mermaid that didn't come out that great because I tried to put a little gold in there and the gold basically took over. And then this is the girl that I just started drawing, but I ain't gonna finish because it's almost, she didn't even text me back. I just realized it. It's almost 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna just go ahead and finish cleaning. It literally took me all day, but it's done. It's clean, it's organized, and I can see where everything is. You wanna come look? So excited. That is done. I wanna show y'all something. Y'all looking? Y'all looking? Y'all looking? Let me show you, let me show you. The only light in my room that works is that one, and that's the only one that has worked for months. My dad finally bought light bulbs, so I'm gonna change my light bulbs. I'm so excited. So y'all can see that one had died. And I just replaced that with one of the ones my dad bought. I love these, okay? I hate these because even when they're on, it's still super dark. Still super dark. I hate it. I hate how dark it is with these lights on, right? Excited about this, and I can't wait until all the lights have these. It's gonna be so bright in here. I'm gonna be so happy. So these are too big. The second I opened the box, I knew they were gonna be too big, but I tried it anyway. And yeah, they are way too big. They don't even, like, I can't even screw them in. But I did finally get the middle one together. So now I'm just missing one down there. And then this one still works. Y'all see how bright that is? Y'all, it's hot. I don't do heat well. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I haven't eaten breakfast this morning. It's 1:40. I'm gonna eat this bag of chips and drink this juice. I was gonna read my book, but I'll say I forgot it in the trying to rush out the house. I'm so upset because I really could have been almost like through a chapter and a half. The whole time we were gonna sit here, I could have read a good portion of that book. Y'all, I cannot make this up. There's this little boy that is literally cussing, like full out cussing. And I don't know where his parents is. I don't know if his parents are sitting right here or they're sitting in the car. But he's full out cussing over here. B's and H's, like real loud. No problem. Somebody else's parent had to come correct him. He like literally like it's echoing because he was in this metal slide, right? Loud as can be, cussing. I was trying to record it, but the guy said something to him before I could get it on camera. Cause I know it just don't make no sense. Like I wanted to show y'all how foolish that was. Y'all, I got first world problems going on right now. I woke up this morning and my Apple Watch does not want to turn on. Like it was on, it was charging, but the screen was black. I'm so frustrated. And on top of that, I'm on my phone now. Thank God, because my phone was like restarting itself for the longest. Like when I woke up, it was just restarting itself. So what I figured out this morning is I need a real clock, like a real clock, because my phone right now is not reliable. I'm doing the beta testing, which is really cool. But the problem is there's like so many bugs that my phone just does whatever it wants to do. My watch, I don't really know what's going on with my watch. And I'm frustrated because I was really trying to go hard. Like, if you have an Apple Watch, you know, every month you get like these little challenges. And I wonder who's texting me. I had to go get my computer just so I could like see if I had text messages. Because that's another thing with my phone won't tell me that I have messages at all. Now y'all figure out what y'all want to do. Okay, I'm just a little like, I kind of want to cry. I'm like... So yes, I do realize that I cried over a watch. I really didn't cry over the watch. I cried over the fact that yet again, here's another time where I needed to replace something or buy something or fix something and couldn't afford to. It just felt like another blow because for the past year I've been looking for another job, going on so many interviews, filling out so many applications, and nothing. And the sad reality is that this happens to a lot of people every day, and I just feel so bad like that this is a thing in 2019, that people can't find jobs, that people can't afford to take care of things they need to take care of. I mean, the watch wasn't a big deal, but it was a reminder of all the things that I can't afford to do, take care of, or be responsible for at 27, because even with a college degree, I can't find a job. Hey guys, so we're at the Apple store. It's kind of loud. It's not a phone. It's an iPod Touch. It's not a phone. Oh, they have Mickey headphones. I'm so excited. There's some over here too. I like the white ones also. Oh, I really do want some wireless ones, but I like these Mickey ones. They're not wireless. Are these wireless? Oh, these down here are wireless. The first one I showed y'all. Really want some wireless headphones. Hey guys, so we just left the Apple store. My little cousin is eating Wendy's. Like, I feel like every time she can eat Wendy's, she tries. So basically, the LCD screen on my watch is broken, and the guy informed me that basically what happens is your Apple Watch lasts roughly about 2 years, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on the wear and tear, right? I got mine about 2 years ago, almost to the date, right? He was like, it'll cost $199 to fix. They send it out, they fix it, because they can't do it in stores, just too many little parts and pieces. And he suggested what I thought he would suggest, because in my opinion, I would suggest it too. If you don't know if your watch is gonna last any longer, you go spend spend two something, that's without taxes. Like, you're gonna spend roughly two something with taxes to get your screen fixed. You might as well at that point buy you a new one. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna get a new one, I'm just saying I don't think it's worth fixing this for $200. She wants to put my password in because I put her password in on her iPad, but that's basically so we'll know it, so just in case she forgot it, we would all remember it. But she wants to put my password in, which whatever. So yeah, I'm not as upset anymore. I was kind of just more upset yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Just because it just always feels like everything hits at the same time. Like, I mean, like, you gotta spend money over here, you also gotta spend money over here, you gotta spend money over here.